In this presentation, we are going to see the regulated power supply. So first, in the regulated power supply, we will be starting with the AC. The AC line. We will be connecting the transformer device to the AC line, which will convert or step up or step down the voltage, and then it is given to the rectifier circuit, which will rectify it either using half wave or full wave rectifier, and then it will be filtered using the filter circuits, either capacitive or inductive filter, in which you will get the unregulated DC power supply at the filter, which will be given to the regulator. Regulator will regulates the unregulated signal which we receive from the filter, and this will be given to the regulated output got at a regulator will be given at the load circuit, which will be given to the any other load. Filters. Next, we are going to see filters, which will be the second circuit or second block in the regulated power supply. In previous class, we had seen the rectifier, about the rectifier and its types. Now we are going to see the filter circuit. So filter is nothing but the output of rectifier, which will be the unregulated or DC output with some ripples will be holding in the output of rectifier. So this will be regulated, or we will remove the unwanted signal or noise from the signal, from the output signal of rectifier through the process of filter. Okay, so at the output of filter, you will get the pure DC without any noise signal. So here you will have different types of filter. First, we are going to see the capacitor filter. So based on the combination of inductive components, we will have many more types of filter. So first, we are going to see capacitor filter. Here we are going to use capacitor as a filter element. You can see the diagram. See, in this you will be having capacitor parallel to the load circuit. So in this, capacitor will be acting as a filter, input filter. So in order to minimize the ripples in the output, the capacitor used in the filter circuit is quite large, of the order of tens of microfarad. And then you can connect the same filter circuit with the rectifier circuit. This is full wave rectifier circuit, which is connected at the output of full wave rectifier. The capacitor C, which will act as a filter element to filter the unwanted noise signals. So during the first quarter cycle of the rectified output voltage obtained from the rectifier circuit, the capacitor C gets charged to peak value ESM, which will be shown in the figure. Now in the next quarter cycle, from pi by 2 to pi, the rectifier output voltage, shown dotted, starts decreasing, but as capacitor C is charged up to the maximum value ESM, it makes the conducting diode reverse biased and the diode stops conducting. The current through diode reduces to 0 when capacitor charges up to ESM, which is shown by a shaded portion. So now we are going to see the inductor or choke filter. So in this choke, that is inductance, will be connected in series with the load resistance. Here this is the current waveform which will be getting at the output of filter. So here you are going to connect the choke, choke as well as capacitor in the rectifier circuit. So here L and C element, both the elements are used for the filter circuit. That's why it's called as a L section filter, which will form a L shape the L will be connected in series, capacitor will be connected in parallel to the load resistance. That's why it's called as a L section filter. Next, we are going to see the CLC or pi filter. So CLC, capacitor, inductance, capacitor. So two capacitors and one inductance will be used in the pi format, pi shape. Okay. So C1 and C2 and will be parallel to each other to the load, and then inductance will be series to the load. Here this pi circuit will form a filter to filter out the unwanted ripples from the output of DC of rectifier. Now we are going to see the regulator power supply. So in the regulator power supply, the output of filters will have some output variation in input voltage, increasing load, increase in temperature, fault, and circuit break. These are the reason for output of voltage variation in the output of RPS. So now we are going to see the requirement of regulated voltage circuit. The purpose of a voltage regulator is to keep the voltage in a circuit relatively close to your desired value. Voltage regulators are one of the most common electronic components since a power supply frequently produces raw current that would otherwise damage one of the components in the circuit. Here, the voltage regulator have a variety of specific functions depending on their particular application. So, a voltage regulator is a system designed to automatically maintain a constant voltage level. A voltage regulator may use a simple feed-forward design or may include negative feedback. It may use an electromechanical mechanism or electronic components. Depending on the design, it may be used to regulate one or more AC or DC voltages. Electronic voltage regulator are found in devices such as computer power supplies, where they stabilize the DC voltages used by the processor and other element. In automobile alternator, the central power station generator plant's voltage regulator control the output of the plant. In an electric power distribution system, voltage regulator may be installed at a substation or along distributor lines so that all customer receive steady voltage independent of how much power is drawn from the line. This is the block diagram of electronic voltage regulator. So the unregulated input is given as a input to the controller. So you will get the regulated output through a feedback signal. So a sampling circuit is used for taking a part of the signal from the output. So this will be acting as a feedback signal for the comparator circuit. In comparator circuit, it will compare the output of controller as well as the reference voltage, which will be the fixed voltage. So the comparator compares these two values, that feedback signal as well as reference voltage. The comparison resultant output will be given, which will be acting as error signal for the controller. So here in the controller, it will adjust based on your error signal and provide the output at the regulator circuit. So this is types of regulator. Here you will have Zener diode voltage regulator, series voltage regulator, shunt voltage regulator. First we are going to see the Zener series regulator. So this is the diagram for a Zener series regulator. At the time of initiation, choose the Zener diode based on the voltage required. Construction of a voltage regulator is easy with the help of an ideal Zener diode. Merely connecting the diode between the unregulated source of voltage and ground. The source resistance Rs is connected in series with the Zener diode to limit the flow of current through the diode with voltage source connected across the combination. The cathode terminal of Zener diode is connected to the positive terminal of the voltage source so that the Zener diode is biased in reverse condition and will be operating in breakdown voltage. These are the advantages and disadvantages of Zener regulator. So simplicity of design, lower parts count, spacing saving, that is unless the heat sink is used, the space will be saved, low noise, fast transient response, low cost. These are the advantages of Zener type voltage regulator. Disadvantages are low efficiency of input output difference is large. Low efficiency will be equal to significant heat dissipation. May require a heat sink capable of exclusively step down operation. Other disadvantages of genotype regulator. Now we are going to see the series voltage regulator. So the series voltage regulator diagram is given here. So the reference voltage will be given as here feedback to the series element. Here the series voltage regulator or series pass voltage regulator uses a variable element placed in series with the load. By changing the resistance of the series element, the voltage dropped across it can be varied to ensure that the voltage across the load remains constant. The advantage of the series voltage regulator is that the amount of current drawn is effectively that used by the load, although some will be consumed by any circuitry associated with the regulator. Unlike the shunt regulator, the series regulator does not draw the full current even when the load does not, even though when does not connected to the circuit. So such a circuit is also named as an emitter follower voltage regulator because we are going to connect the emitter follower circuit in the voltage regulator. It is called so because the transistor used is connected in an emitter follower configuration. The circuit consists of an NPN transistor and a Zener diode as shown in the figure below. The collector and emitter terminals of the transistor are in series with the load. Thus, this regulator has the name series in it. The transistor used is a series pass transistor. When the input supply voltage V in increases, the output voltage V load also increases. This increase in V load will cause a reduced voltage of the transistor base emitter voltage VBE as the Zener voltage V Zener is constant. This reduction in VBE causes a decrease in the level of conduction, which will further increase the collector emitter resistance of the transistor and thus causing an increase in the transistor collector emitter voltage, and all of this causes the output voltage V out to reduce. Thus, the output voltage remains constant. The operation is similar when the input supply voltage decreases. The next condition would be the effect of output load change in regard to the output voltage. Let us consider a case where the current is increased by the decrease in load resistance or load. This causes a decrease in the value of the output voltage and thus causes the transistor base emitter voltage to increase. This causes the collector emitter resistance value to decrease due to an increase in the conduction level of the transistor. This causes the input current to increase slightly and thus compensates for the decrease in the load resistance or load. Next, we are going to see the series regulator advantages and disadvantages. So, see, the series resistor causes a huge amount of power loss. The supply current flow will be more through the transistor than it is to be through the load. The circuit may be having problems of voltage mishaps. This is the shunt voltage regulator, which is connected to the transistor configuration. If the input voltage increases, the voltage at a base and emitter also get increased, but this happens initially actually when your voltage increases, input voltage increases, the current, input current also increases. This current when flows through RS causes a voltage drop across it, across the series resistor, which also get increased with the voltage in, but this makes output voltage to decrease. Now this decrease in output voltage compensate the initial increase, maintaining it to be constant. Hence, output voltage is maintained constant. If the output voltage decreases, instead, the reverse happens. If the load resistance decreases, that should be decrease in the output voltage. The current through the load increases. This makes the base current and collector current of the transistor to decrease. The voltage across the series resistor becomes low as the current flows heavily. The input current will be constant. The output voltage appears will be the difference between the applied voltage and the series voltage drop. Hence, the output voltage will be increased to compensate the initial decrease and hence maintained constant. The reverse happens if the load resistance increases. Advantages and disadvantages of shunt regulator are given. First advantages, the transistor shunt regulator has a good efficiency for small load current. It has ease to reject short circuit. The voltage regulation is good. It has constant DC output voltage. The disadvantages are it has poor efficiency for large load current. It has high output impedance. And then the Zener voltage decreases with the increase in room temperature. The DC output voltage cannot be changed easily as no such mean is provided. It can be used for large current load also.